So what we gonna do with him now?
Assuming Crown Camacho's dancing days are over, what happens to his piece of the company?
Those amounts of pocket change comes to me.
You need my help with Linton. My help ain't free. One nigga's crisis is another nigga's opportunity. Nobody knows that better than you.
All right, so I got like this last, I guess you can call it prediction, right? With everything that's going on with like Power Book 3, Season 2 of Raising Kanan, I was like, you know what? Okay, Lulu, Cartier Fareed, and then the whole Crown's death, and then where does Ziza come from? Who is she gonna side with more, right? Because you know there's gonna the cops are already investigating into Bulletproof Records, and they're like, oh, what happened with Crown, like Crown Camacho, like, okay, and they're gonna investigate. So I'm kind of wondering like how all of this is gonna play out, right? Because you have Raquel, and she's been poaching on Cartier's business and trying to like take his connections and trying to take his deals, but then in the trailer you kind of see him, I guess, trying to buy her services or whatever from what it looks like. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to wondering what's gonna happen there. But then at the same time, you have the cops that's investigating. So I'm wondering like two things. One, is Cartier kind of lying that he's really a big shot, but he's not, and it's someone else that's actually the one that's in control? Because you remember when Rock was kind of like questioning him, questioning his authority and seeing like, you saying you smack people up who disrespect you, right? So I'm wondering like, is he just doing that, or does he have like some sort of form of like real power and real control and stuff, right? But lastly, what's gonna happen to like, you know, Ziza? Because seeing how Ziza and Lulu, like Lulu found Ziza and Ziza is now with Lulu, but at the same time, you have Cartier Fareed, and who is she gonna like really be down with? Like, okay, she was there when Crown killed when Lulu killed Crown, right? So she's a full-on witness, and she can flip the dime and say, hey, tell the cops, like if the cops like really get involved, like, oh, who killed Crown? Oh, Lulu did it. Right? So, oh boy, yo, there's a lot of shit that can actually happen, because technically, if Rock was to do any fuck shit, right? What if Ziza already told Cartier that Lulu killed Crown, right? And then he could use that sort of leverage, like, hey, I got leverage. Like, if you try to betray me or do anything crazy, I'm gonna get Ziza to flip the dime on your man Lulu, and then he going to jail for not only killing Crown, but shit can just go down for Rock. Like, everything back can just go down for Rock. And I'm like, would that actually happen? Would that actually happen? Because I want y'all all to like let me know in the comment section down below. Do y'all trust Ziza? Let me know if y'all really trust Ziza, or do y'all believe that maybe Ziza isn't down for Lulu? Maybe she's only there for who's gonna like make her succeed, and who has more. Like, obviously when Lulu pulled the gun out on that not record guy, like that radio guy, he pulled the gun out on him. He was just like, hey, you better put her shit on the radio or else. And he's like, all right, I put her shit on the radio. And Ziza kind of liked that. She kind of liked that, you know, the thrill of it. But you know, when the cops get involved, then they're gonna be like, okay, who did what? Will she actually flip the dime and say it was actually Lulu that did it? Because I think that in this season, a lot of shit that's actually gonna happen. And remember from back in season 1 where Lulu got shot at, and then he was in a burning building, well, in his home that was on fire, and people thought back in season 1 that maybe Lulu would have died. And then now you look at it in season 2, Marvin potentially got shot, and we don't know if he's dead or alive, right? And now it could go back to Lulu again. So it seems like they're taking turns here. It's like a lot of turn based between like Lulu and Marvin of what's gonna happen. Like, will Marvin die or will Lulu go to jail, right? So I kind of like this, like taking turns back and forth, because when you think about it, Raquel isn't having any of that right now, because the center, she is the center of attention, but it seems like that like real danger is like shared between like Lulu and Marvin, because they both brothers and they both have their own independent lives, so they both is fucking up on their own end, and Rock is the one, she's not even trying to clean it up, she's just piling even more shit and making everything even more fucked up. So that's kind of like what's happening right now. And I was wondering, like, okay, like if Cartier doesn't use Ziza as like some sort of leverage tool in case like Rock does anything, right? I was thinking, like, what if Lulu had like used this as a perfect chance? Like, okay, cops investigate, they be like, oh, you was working with Crown, what happened with Crown, this and that, and then he gives his side of things. Now, what if there's like a plan to get rid of Cartier? Because I'm thinking of two things. If Raquel doesn't kill Cartier and take his business for herself, then what if Lulu and Ziza come up with some crazy ass plan, right, to get rid of Cartier and have him take the fall for everything? Actually, this could be perfect. When you think about it, this could be perfect, because Scrappy's mom is looking for justice. Ooh. So this could be perfect now. This could be perfect because she's looking for justice for her son's murder. And I think Raquel is already going to be probably trying to work on an idea angle of, okay, how can we go and satisfy Scrappy's mom? And I think the perfect person would be Cartier. It would have to make sense though, but I think the perfect person would be Cartier. And be like, because I don't think it would be she could use the Italians. I think that would also be perfect too, to use the Italians and be like, oh, it was the Italians that actually got your son killed. I think that would be a reasonable option, but what if it's not? What if it's not, she doesn't use the Italians but use Cartier and be like, well, he was the one that got your son killed, right? And she gets rid of Cartier that way, and it would be like crazy. It'd be like a crazy sneak up, like coming up and just like, hey, you the one that killed my son, huh? Pop, pop, pop. Shoot and kill him right there, right? Or lastly, or second, I should say, would be like the Ziza and Lulu plan. Like if Ziza and Lulu decide to like work together to like either pin the murder on Cartier. Not saying that Cartier, he may or may not know, but I think that he will. Word is gonna probably get back to him, I believe. I think word is gonna get back to him that Crown is dead. So I think I can see like a lot of different angles that Cartier can actually get screwed here. Because Cartier is coming off as a big shot, like, oh, I got the connects, I got the resources, almost like, I always keep teasing this, but it's almost like he got that Forrest Whitaker energy from Godfather of Harlem. I got the cats, I got the Gucci, I got the spray. Like he just, that energy just comes off to me, and I feel like he's showing him like he's a big shot, like he got everything going for himself, but I feel like Cartier could get screwed two ways, either by Rock having him get killed for something that he didn't do, or by Lulu and Ziza working together, coming up with some crazy shit and having him be thrown in jail. Because the one thing I always talk about, the comparisons of power and always the things that Courtney Kip like to do. Because remember when Ghost and Tasha did some fuck shit and had Kanan go to prison for like 10 years, right? What if it's the same thing? What if it's almost the same thing? Ziza and Lulu do some crazy shit and have Cartier go to jail for some shit he didn't do, right? Hey, get him out the way so that way Lulu can have Bulletproof Records. He can have the studio, because ultimately Lulu wants the studio. He does not want to share any other studio. He doesn't want to be partners with anybody. He wants to have that shit for himself. So, hey, I can see some shit happening. I can see the magic. But, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about my final predictions, my discussions, everything. I was going to drop this shit Friday, but fuck it. My brain is just on fire right now. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I catch you all in the next one.